Week 11, and it was the start of the playoffs for the WWL. The Quackers versus Workhorses. Cy Young Award winner Regis Pollard on the hill, and he was getting the job done early on, getting 2 quick strikeouts. Then he'd struggle a little bit. The wind would pick up. He starts walking guys. Then with 2 outs, it's JT Williams. He's going to put up a fly ball. Kevin Keenan, usually money on those plays, drops it, then goes through the legs. Can't make the play. Workhorses score 2, take the early 2-0 lead. In the bottom, JT starts off by walking a few batters, then Shelton goes yah-yah. As he hits a 3-run shot, the Quackers would take the lead. Then after a lot more wind and a lot more walks, Pollard finally ends the inning with a double as the Quackers score 10. In the second, Pollard's still on the hill, and that's not how you want to start things. Getting Ben Little on base, then JT Williams, a grounder to Kevin Keenan, and someone's got to tell him to stop eating Butterfingers on the sideline. Pollard would walk another, and the Workers would score a run off that to make it 10-3. In the bottom, the Quackers were still hitting the ball. It's Jordan Shelton. His single's going to make it through a couple throwing errors. Kevin Keenan's going to score. Then it's Pollard going yard. J-Mac for his first home run of the game. Then Swan puts it deep. Left center. That's going to score another run. The Quackers still haven't got out. And there's Pollard going deep for his second home run of the inning. That would end it at 9. To the third, 19-3, Quackers ahead. J-Mac having a little fun, and he hits it where he pointed. But the Quackers can't make the catch. More fielding errors for them. Pollard settle in, gets Sean Anchor to throw his bat across the field after a strikeout. In the bottom of the third, Anchor come in to pitch, and he was terrible. We were treated to an awful pitching performance. He couldn't even come close. Finally, he'd make it worse. Stepping up here, still couldn't hit it. Finally, when he did get it over the plate, the Quackers made him pay. He wouldn't even get an out in the inning. The Quackers mercy him. And after the game's called, J-Mac helping Anchor out. He finally gets that out. Quackers win this one 28-3. So the second game, Bombers versus Wonders. Who would get the final spot in the World Series? John Cap up. He wants it. He goes deep. Opposite field for an early lead for the Wonders. And then Jake Kocher would settle in for the Bombers. Gets a strikeout here. And then it's Kyle Sickles. Can't hit what you can't see. In the second, Bombers down 2-1. Corey Sisson draws a walk. Then it's Kocher. You're going to see some bad defensive plays from the Wonders. Can't make the play at second. He'd be safe. Take third after the error. Then Chris Peterson, another grounder, another chance to make a play, and that one goes through the hands. 2 runs coming across on that. Bombers have the lead. Then O'Hara, a weird base hit. He'd be safe. Another error at second. Taking third on the play. Kocher would finally end it with an opposite field hit that scored 2 runs. The Bombers get 6 in the inning. So in the bottom, John Cap, I lift things up and put them down. His second home run on the day. Wonders are still down 7-3. In the fourth, Chris Peterson looks like he strikes out. The Wonders try to sell it, but that's off the top of the strike board. Taking another look. That's off the top wooden part. That's not a strikeout, so he gets another chance, and bad fielding by the Wonders. Finally, Joey Cap ends it himself with a strikeout of O'Hara. The Wonders still down 8-3 at this point. In the fifth, Kyle Sickles pokes one through the legs of Jake Kocher. Can't believe it, but then he'd make up, getting Ryan there. Then he'd strike out Joey to end the inning. So down to the sixth, and a scary moment to start things off. John Cap, listen in.
Oh! Get him.
Jake Kocher pelted in the face, slowing it down. It's coming hot right off the eye. Commissioner would come in, make sure he's okay. He would be. So for the Wonders, Kyle Sickles, 2 outs, finds a hole. A run's going to come across. Wonders need a few more. John Cap's up, and it gets caught. A well-hit ball. But the Bombers, just too much for the Wonders as they advance by a score of 8-4.